Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Emily. I'm the owner of Randell Coaching. I'm a female online health coach, and I just figured I should do a little bit of an introduction into who I am, how I ended up becoming a female health coach, and a little bit about my own transformation because it's probably one that you can actually relate to. Being a child who grew up in the 90s, surrounded by diet culture, I always had a pretty poor relationship with food and a poor relationship with my body. And it's taken me until literally about a year ago to finally feel confident and happy in my own body. And that I feel like is my life's purpose now, is to help as many other women as I can feel exactly the same, because life is too short to be spending it unhappy and feeling shit about yourself. So this is just going to be a little bit of a chatty, get to know me, how I ended up here, and yeah, hopefully you enjoy it. So when I was younger, I did dance from the age of 3 till about 14, and that was really the only exercise I ever did. I didn't run, I didn't play any sports, I hated PE. It was just not my thing at school. I never liked it, never enjoyed it. I always classed myself as not a runner, I couldn't really ride a bike, and I stuck with those labels. I was also a very big foodie, and I still am as a child, so I was definitely always carrying a little bit more timber as a child. Not all the time, but I do remember always being quite self-conscious of my body, and especially growing up in the 90s, there was a lot of diet culture. My mum was always on a diet, my aunties were, everyone in my family, every woman in my family and their friends were always on a diet. I feel like that was just a thing in the 90s. I remember the Special K diet and all the other faddy, crappy diets that came out in those times, which I just feel like now wouldn't fly. But at the time, I was heavily influenced by that and was always conscious of food and probably didn't have a good relationship with food and didn't actually realize it at the time. Anyway, I ended up going to college, went to uni, did fashion design, went to the London College of Fashion, and actually ended up working in the industry for about 5 years until I got to the point where I really just didn't enjoy it anymore. It wasn't fulfilling. It just wasn't really the dream that I thought it was. And at that time, I'd started getting really into the gym and had a little bit of a transformation myself. I ended up then PTing my best friend Sarah and got her a really good transformation for her holiday. And that really lit the fire for PT and coaching. I did my PT qualification, and then myself and my partner at the time ended up building a gym in our garden, which is still there now, Scott Gym. And yeah, that was kind of the start of my coaching journey. I initially did 1-to-1, 2-to-1 and small group PT. And then after a couple of years, transitioned into more online coaching, and that is now my sole focus, is coaching women online. As much as I loved the in-person PT, it just didn't get the results that the online coaching does. I was having clients come in for an hour who genuinely thought that that hour of coaching was going to undo all of their eating and drinking at the weekend. And you probably know this, but unfortunately, you can't out-train a bad diet. So when I started coaching clients online, I really started to see actually, okay, we can get some really good results here because I can see exactly what you're all doing. I can see how many steps you're doing. I can see what workouts you're doing. I can see what you're eating. And it really started to pick up some traction. And that, like I said, is where my focus has been ever since. If we rewind a few years, I started my coaching journey in March 2020. And over those years, I have lost weight, gained weight, lost weight, gained weight, and never really ever got to the place that I thought, okay, I feel really good. I feel really confident. And for a long time, it went like that because I just didn't have my mindset locked in. And that is the biggest element of coaching that I really help push with my clients, because I know I've been there myself. If your mindset isn't locked in, you are not going to get to the place that you want to be. So that is a huge part of the coaching that I now focus on, as well as nutrition, as well as building really good habits, and obviously helping women get stronger in the gym. Mindset is everything, and that is the biggest thing that I've learned over the last year. And it's got me from where I was in January 2024 to where I am currently now. It's been quite the transformation, which is crazy. And at that time in Thailand, I felt so shit about my body. I have never felt so awful but I could just never ever lock it in. And it wasn't until I got back from that trip that I was like, something has to change. I got a coach who I'm still with now, and it was honestly the best thing I ever did. The best money I've ever spent was getting a coach, because it held me to such high accountability, and I knew that if I didn't follow her plan, I would be mortified. Being a coach myself, I knew that if I didn't follow my coach's plan, I would look like such an idiot. So shout out to Jasmine, because I could not have done what I did with my transformation without her. And I like to remind all of my clients that I'm no different to you. I am still forever that girl growing up who didn't really like sport, who always loves food, who's always struggled with her body. It's taken me till this point to feel as good as I do. And now I feel like it's my life's purpose to help as many women as I can feel as confident as I do, because there is something so amazing about truly stepping into your power and feeling like the most confident, happiest, strongest, sexiest version of yourself. Life is too short not to spend it feeling like that. It seriously is. And I spent way too many years not stepping into my true potential because I didn't believe that I could. And that's why for me, mindset is such a huge part of it. So yeah, that is my story so far. And I'd like to think I'm pretty relatable. I'm still that girl who loves her food. I'm still that girl who has huge insecurities. And I am that girl that likes to dress up and feel good. And I just want to feel good in a bikini on the beach. And I want every single woman to feel exactly the same. So yeah, if you want more free, helpful tips on all things nutrition, fitness, mindset, fat loss, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like, comment and share this video. And if you want more information on how you can work with me directly, you can click the link in the description below to book in your free health call with me.